What's up, my Madden Rebuild Warriors? My name is David, and this is the Tennessee Titans Rebuild. They are one of 8 teams we rebuild simultaneously in a league that we slow slam every game. Let's get into the starting lineup and the team. Jayden Daniels, the number 2 overall pick. The Titans traded up to get him. They traded for Najee Harris in the season before the trade deadline. Keenan Allen came over on a 1-year deal. T. Higgins signed a big contract to come here, and Quez Watkins also came on a 1-year deal. He really wanted to come here. And then we, of course, here have Chico Conquo, a great little check down security blanket for Jayden Daniels. 6'3", super fast. Peter Skoronsky's outside at left tackle right now. I kicked Donovan Smith inside. Aaron Brewer is our center. And I think center could definitely use an upgrade, and left guard in the offseason. But our right side, I kind of like. I know they have smaller, lower overalls, but I think they will build up over time. Fat Tukasi is our left end. There's another spot we could upgrade this offseason, possibly. I might switch this to a 4-3, which would put Stackhouse and Jeffrey Simmons as our defensive tackles. BJ Hill is starting right now just because he's playing better. Arden Key has been playing very well since he got into the starting lineup, even though he's slower. Deion Jones has like 120 tackles. Harold Landry doing, pretty good. Sean Murphy Bunting has like 6 interceptions. And there's James Williams. He's the backup starting strong safety, but we've just moved him into starting free safety, and he plays middle linebacker in the sub packages. Ebner is part of our special teams. And then you just see Najee Harris as a workhorse, so we're going to have him in all these sub packages. Of course, our slot-o-matic wide receiver is Keenan Allen. Now, occasionally, T. Higgins and Burks find themselves in there. And going into Week 15, I make a change where I take T. Higgins out. I think he kind of gets lost sometimes, and it kind of hurts his production filling in the slot. So he's going to be permanently on the outside going forward. What else we have here? Of course, Landry is now on the left side. Left side in sub packages. The pass rush points. I kind of wants them to reset by switching them side to side. And you can see James 6'5" safety there in sub packages. McCreary is a great slot corner for us. And that's pretty much our starting lineup. Colts are leading the division, but the Titans at 8-4. We are in the wild card. We'll show you the playoff picture in a second. Let's go through the schedule that we had so far. Rookie quarterback, so before the bye week, but as you can see, after the bye, got on a really nice roll and looking really good coming down the stretch here, really gaining momentum. Jayden Daniels, he's given Caleb Williams a run for his money as far as who should have been the first overall pick right now. They're in the air raid offense, which, you don't see people use very often as a slow sim playbook, but it really puts up some big games. Excuse me. And I love it. Let's go and look at the stats that Jayden Daniels is putting up here. Almost 3,000 yards. Not bad. He's almost over 500 yards rushing. Najee Harris is really coming on. His yards would be a lot more if he was starting the entire season, but he wasn't. He was actually somehow got traded to New Orleans, and he was backing up and all this stuff. Deion Jones is on a 1-year deal right now, but he has 120 tackles. Jeffrey Simmons has 12 and a half sacks. I thought he had way more than that, but you can see Sean Murphy Bunting has 6 interceptions. Offensively, we are 11th overall in yards, 15th overall in defensive yards, 8th in points, and 6th in points allowed. So even though I'm not a fan of the 3-4 playbook, it's doing very well. And you can see in the playoff picture, before we get into this game, take a look at this real quick. We will be playing, as of right now, the Miami Dolphins in the first round, and we actually have them next week on Thursday Night Football. That should be a great matchup. So, without further ado, let's get into this division game against the Texans on the road. Can we get another win and keep this momentum going?
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3" cornerback.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Stroud sets up the play action. That one complete. It's tanked down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Stroud. Caught left side. Here's Dell. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Well, this defense for the Titans, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. So here are the Titans backed up to start this drive. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
So this is what we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball, run it inside, everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
Just a gain of a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Allen's got it complete, and he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. And that's good for a gain of 6. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Christian Harris. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. On the bootleg, Stroud. He's got it to Collins, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards, the final tally.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. And that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 2nd down and 3. And Stroud now to throw. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Now here's Stroud on 3rd down. Touchdown, Texans! Dalton Schultz, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. The touchdown giving them the first quarter lead. Remember, they lost a rough game 2 weeks ago. Then they had to sit through the open week, but a good start here.
And just think about everyone around them, everyone around the organization. When you lose headed into that open week, everyone's cringing because you don't have a chance to get on the horse and ride it again for at least 2 weeks. Well, they were able to take that time, use it constructively, and now they're back in form.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Titans coming back onto the field for their 2nd drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That time they pick up a 24 yards on the keeper. 1st down.
First play of the drive, a 1st down run. Well, that sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up 2nd down. A first carry for Najee Harris. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down. On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Malik Collins able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 4th down. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Stroud. And that is incomplete here. You talk about this Titan defense. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, due to a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it. And he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. He finds his target, Allen. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 35. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
1st down, and they go back to Harris. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. They'll motion out one of the tight ends. Now they'll bring one of their tight ends in motion right. Harris diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run. Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. Open man is Noah Brown. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Pierce now up the middle. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 43. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Throwing now is Stroud. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. From the 35, here's 2nd and 2. Stroud looking to throw. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. 3rd catch of this 1st half for him, and this one is a 1st down. Throwing again is Stroud. That's caught again by Schultz. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 46 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash too.
Pierce is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans have regained the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 14-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. And the Titans getting set to go. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Now a throw here to his running back. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Now Brown. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And the Texans will take over. Offense back out there along with Dameon Pierce. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down. Pierce takes it straight ahead. And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. 1st and 10, it's Stroud. That's complete. It's Collins. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins, 59 yards. And they're able to add on to their advantage. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Extra point attempt to follow here. It's good, and it's 21-10. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was Nico Collins who finished it off with a touchdown reception. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Short throw taken in by Okonkwo. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Now here's a throw. It's complete. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. Now back to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's swung out wide to Harris. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on the punt. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. And the Texans going to get the football one final time here in this first half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Stroud now on 1st and 10. This is caught. It's Brown. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. To Pierce, they set up the screen. And they can't bring him down. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 16 more on that one and another first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
And he finds his target. It's Schultz. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. To the right side and caught by Dell. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or 2. It's no good. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right.
We just watched a very good first half out of the Ohio State man, CJ Stroud. He fired his guys into the lead with 2 first-half touchdown passes as they were looking like a well-oiled machine in the first half of play.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Titans getting set to go here to begin the third quarter. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Second and 5. Short throw taken in by Okonkwo. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Caught by Allen. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. From the 44-yard line, here's second down and 3. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll get maybe a couple, if that, up to the 46. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Knocked that down for a win in the defense's column.
Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. This second and 4. An option handoff given to Harris. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. First down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Here's a quick throw caught by Higgins. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Now a second and 2. He'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll go to the air here on third and 2. Well, they would have gotten a conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be fourth down.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
And his kick is indeed good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about saying defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. Now Stroud. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Houston. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Titan football. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that, nearly picked off. Well, would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's 2nd down. They hand this off to Harris. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, and you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and 7. They'll toss this to Pierce on the right side. Broke a tackle, but not much room there. Just up past the 25, no further. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Texans 1st down, and he was able to get it by play. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. Here's Stroud. Got his man, Dell. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Stroud looking to throw. Got a man. It's Collins complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 45-yard line. Running it out of the gun with Pierce. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Another carry for Pierce. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he is going to have the Texans 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A run for Pierce out of the gun. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Here's 3rd and 3. Stroud to throw it. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 3rd and 4, he did just enough. I mean, just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
Back now in Houston. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. Give to Pierce. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. 2nd down and 6 now. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Throw over the middle is taken in by Dell. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run here with Pierce. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. On the bootleg, Stroud. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. A shotgun snap to Stroud. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. B.J. Hill able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 after 27.
They'll set up a throw. Got his man, Okonkwo. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down. Now a give, running left is Harris. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. It'll go down as a gain of 6, 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On the delay, here's Harris. And to the 46 he goes and no further. So he is well short of the 1st down marker. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. 1st and 10, it's Stroud. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back into 32. Jeffrey Simmons coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
Sheds off the tackle. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Back to throw again. Harris has it over the middle. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Quez Watkins from a yard out. And the Titans have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
Here's Nico Collins, and this offense getting set to go for another drive. They might want to mix something up defensively because he's been shredding them a bit, hasn't he?
That he has, and even with all the changes that you know are going on the defensive side of the ball, he's still finding ways to get open, finding the right spots, and the delivery's been pretty good, too.
He's over 100 yards, has the 1 touchdown score to this point. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And the Texans are going to have a first down, and that is the big one, as they should be able to run it out from here. And they will take a knee here. 38-yard line, 2nd and 11. Now a handoff for Pierce. And he gets it down to the 32.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Well, you really can't ask for much more than what we just had here. Not only a close game that went down to the wire, Charles, but a clean one, too. No turnovers in this contest.
And I think you're exactly right about that. To me, this is just a pair of offenses trying to find the slightest bit of separation from each other. And they were both hoping that the other side would make the big mistake first. But today, neither side made that mistake. And what we got, a very entertaining game throughout.
So for Houston, their very slim playoff hopes remain as they move to 6-7 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, you wonder what this will do to their playoff prospects as they fall to 8-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
All right, well, that was a very disappointing result for our Tennessee Titans. Let's see if we have any upgrades, at least to coaching, or any players who doesn't like stats and upgrades. It looks like we can definitely upgrade our coach for sure. Injury, Arden Key, now out 5 games. That hurts the defense for sure. He was playing well. I don't think this, this hurts, but we're still right now locked into a good wild card spot. Our entire offensive line getting 1,000 XP. That's great. We definitely need more of that going forward for sure. Let's upgrade the staff here. So tell me what you think of the Titans. What do you think they need going forward? And as we go into the playoffs and the end of the season, should we switch up their scheme and take them out of the air raid offense? Is it their defense? Should we put them in a 4-3? Because 4-3 seem to be better defenses for sure. Jayden Daniels is now over 3,000 yards. So Maisley did not go over 500 yards in that game. So definitely can improve as a team for sure. What do you think they should add in the offseason? Tell me what do you think? What are their prospects? Are they going to make the playoffs? And if they make the playoffs, do they stand a chance against the Miami Dolphins on the road in the first round? Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. We upload at least once a week. I'm trying to upload twice a week, all the games. So please like and subscribe, especially if you're a Tennessee Titans fan, where you can watch the entire season play out in the slow sim. So thank you, and have a good one.